How much nostalgia is too much? I used to love this game, but now, whenever I think about it, I just fall into this deep nostalgia trap. Anytime C418's masterpiece of a score starts playing, I am a 12-year-old kid again, afraid of zombies and skeletons and the dark. I used to yearn for the mines, dude, and when I found diamonds, my week was made. When a creeper blew me up, my heart broke. Do you think Notch knew what he had on his hands? Did he have any inkling about the absolute juggernaut that Minecraft would become? Maybe, but it's difficult to wrap your head around the idea that you've affected 300 million lives. So let me just talk to you about mine. My friend Zach, shout out Zach, introduced it to me about a decade ago on some long-lost summer day. I was wimpy and scared of the hostile mobs, but then he showed me peaceful mode, and I was locked in. I became obsessed, and it was because of that obsession that I taught myself video editing, trying to emulate my favorite creators at the time. Of course, nobody wanted to listen to my prepubescent voice through my incredibly high-quality headset microphone, so it didn't go anywhere. But at least now, I have these videos to look back on and remember all those good times. But still, I wish I could go back, just for a little while, just so I could experience that raw enjoyment of the game one more time, just so I can fall in love with it all over again. We used to spend all night in this game. We took the long way around to see the sunrise. Then we'd sleep a day away, and do it all again the next night. It was a simple joy, and it was glorious. But these days, the addictive rush of blossoming infatuation has since been replaced by a quiet saudade. The game is as vibrant as ever, but I'm not a teenager anymore. Slowly, my time is filled with other things. Other projects, new friends, young adult life. The sun sets, and the game fades one day further into the background. I no longer see the sunrise. I try to recapture the magic every now and then, like when I was homesick at college, but my friends had their own lives to lead too. And they were the magic. So, the game sat in my dock, growing ever more dormant, and every so often, I'd glance at it. And remember, I'd think maybe I can feel that feeling again. But in the back of my head, I just knew. And one day, I turned around, and I realized just how far behind me those days had become. I never gave the game a proper goodbye. I never expected one. And yet, it still feels wrong. This game brought me so much comfort, you know? And I feel like I'm indebted to it in a way. We have gone our separate ways, but I will never forget the indelible mark that it has left on my soul. It was home to me. Once. Nostalgia is a painful pleasure. Not the pain of a paper cut that you love to be removed of, but the kind of pain that you find yourself coming back for. Like that sore muscle that you can't stop massaging, even though it hurts, but because it's a good kind of hurt. And you want nothing more than to have that pain wash over you, take you away from the paper cuts of today, because if you could just go back to that time, relive it with the appreciation that it deserves, then maybe you could be happy again. But it's escapism in the end, isn't it? It's dangerous to feel like your best days are behind you, and nostalgia has a way of making things feel much grander than they actually were in the moment. From the vantage point of hindsight, you get to see where all those little choices and experiences have led you, how important they ended up being. Distanced from the worries of yesteryear, I colorize these memories with a vibrancy that I'd be hard-pressed to find anywhere in reality. I reanimate them in my mind with an impossible saturation, one fitting for the past but gaudy for the present. It is because it's in my past that it means so much to me now. And I'm allowed to mourn that loss because I never anticipated its end. I didn't know I'd ever have to say goodbye. But I don't want to lose myself in the present while I mourn. At the same time, life is not a linear climb upwards to bigger and better things. It's a roller coaster of exhilarating highs, gut-wrenching lows. Your yesterdays may genuinely be better than your todays. So then what do you do? I'm still figuring that part out. What I do know is all we have is now. What I have today, I might not have tomorrow. So I'll probably end up being nostalgic about what I have today. Maybe future me is yearning for this moment, right now. Yearning for what was mine. So maybe I'll try to live like he's wishing to come back here. If only for a day. Minecraft, I'd like to give you a proper goodbye now. But I still can't seem to bring myself to do it. Maybe it's silly to wax poetic about a video game. But it used to be my world.